Today on Health Check, we're going to be speaking with Dr. Michael Ewa-Mensah at Claron Health International. We are speaking about toothbrushing, flossing, and teeth cleaning. My name is Nanama Anobempong on GH Today. See you on the other side. We are here with Dr. Michael Ewa-Mensah at the Claron Health International. Doctor, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so today we are going to delve a little deeper into teeth brushing, flossing, and teeth cleaning.
That's good.
Okay, so where should we begin?
Let's start with toothbrushing.
Okay.
Yes.
So please, why should we brush our teeth?
Yes, brushing is very important. We advise that you brush twice daily. This is to remove the bacteria that forms around the teeth, which we term plaque biofilm.
Okay.
When it forms around the teeth, it tends to bring about tooth decay and it brings about gum disease.
Okay.
So we advise that you brush twice daily with a medium or a soft bristle toothbrush, but not a hard toothbrush, and a fluoridated toothpaste, a toothpaste that contains fluoride, and also flossing your teeth at least once daily.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last time we spoke about that, I changed my toothbrush to the soft brush.
Also.
Yes, it works just as
Yes,
well.
yes.
So please, what Doc is saying is true. It is really true. So what are the different ways that you can brush your teeth? Can you do a quick brush, or a brush without toothpaste, or just to remove the dirt and things like that, or it's not advisable?
No, you should brush with toothpaste. Toothpaste is very, very, very important because the fluoride in the toothpaste actually protects or gives extra strength to the outer protective layer of the teeth. It's quite important you brush with toothpaste. But with the toothpaste, you need to be careful, especially when you are dealing with kids. So for a child between birth to, let's say, 3 years, you're supposed to use a small smear, or let's say a rice grain of the toothpaste on the brush to brush the teeth. A child between the ages of 3 and 6 years, you're supposed to use toothpaste as small as a green pea to brush the teeth. So when it comes to kids, you should be careful of the amount of toothpaste. You don't just spread the toothpaste across the toothbrush to brush the teeth.
Why is that?
Yes, there's a chance that the child could swallow the toothpaste.
But toothpaste enters all the time.
Yes, there's a chance, because when the child swallows, he or she can present with stomach upsets. And also, in case the toothpaste too has a high amount of fluoride, you can end up having a condition we call fluorosis. So the child actually ingests or swallows the toothpaste, and whilst the permanent teeth are developing, they may come up with some whitish flecks on the teeth.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. So we should go around in circles, or we should go up and down, or how should we do
You
it?
should be doing the circular motion,
Okay.
and also angling the toothbrush towards the gums at 45 degrees.
Okay.
So you're able to clean the gum line properly.
Can you show us what 45 degrees? Because some people are not sure.
Yes, so 45 degrees is something like this.
Okay.
Yes,
So you
so-
catch both sides.
Yes,
Okay.
this way.
Okay, fine.
Yes, brushing the teeth should be done also in a circular motion. And also the texture of the bristles is very important. A lot of Ghanaians are more comfortable with the hard toothbrush, which should be the case. Yes, you should be using a soft or a medium bristle toothbrush.
Okay. I've now started using the hard one for my tongue. Yeah, I heard you with that one. So you also mentioned about flossing, that we should floss once daily.
Daily, yes.
Okay, so it's not after we've brushed our teeth.
You can floss after you brush your teeth. You'll
Okay.
be surprised the things that you see in between your teeth after brushing. You even feel that you didn't even brush well, but
see.
flossing is important, because if you floss, you're able to cover the 35% of the remaining teeth. But if you don't floss, you leave those 35% of the surface of the teeth, and that's not too good.
Is that why you see sometimes a browning on the teeth?
Yes, in between the teeth, meaning
Okay.
those areas are inaccessible to the brush or the floss.
I've seen different types of floss. Some of them is like a rope, like a cord, and then some of them have a flat surface. And then you mentioned as well about the one on the stick. Can you go into a bit more detail about which is better?
Yes, there are so many forms of dental floss.
Okay.
We've got the one that's in a box. You pull out a long thread, you tear it, you wrap it around your middle fingers and go in between your teeth. And we've got the other one that's already on a handle. We call it the floss pick. You could use any of them depending on your manual dexterity, how comfortable you are in using the floss. Some people prefer the floss pick because they feel it's easier, it's not too cumbersome, but more conservative people prefer the thread type because you're able to maneuver your way around the teeth.
Okay. What if you have bigger gaps, like those that have the drear, and then those that have maybe the gaps are a lot bigger in their teeth?
Yes, you should still be flossing. Okay. It's really, really important. You still have to floss those teeth.
So the toothbrush can still reach there, but you would advise to add on the flossing as well?
You should floss.
Okay. So upon all of that, you would also recommend that we clean our teeth. How and why?
Yes, you should be visiting your dentist to have regular scaling and polishing done on your teeth, because it's not all the time that the toothbrush can take off certain deposits. Once some of the deposits become extremely hard, they are very hard to take off the brush. Some people resort to methods such as using very hard toothpicks or hard objects to try and flick off such things. That shouldn't be done. You should see your dentist, have a routine cleaning done every 6 months, or you could even be doing it earlier than the 6 months depending on what your dentist recommends for you.
Okay.
Yes.
But with the teeth cleaning, what if we are, because I used to visit the dentist, and when I visited, I was okay. So it was like, to me, it was as if it was a waste of money, but I'm hearing that that's not the case.
Yes, just because you don't see anything wrong with your teeth doesn't mean that everything is fine. You'll be surprised that where you find a lot of deposits would be behind the lower teeth.
Okay.
Yes, so if you look into the mirror behind the lower teeth, we see a lot of deposits there. But once you smile, you think there's nothing wrong. But when a dentist actually checks the teeth, he or she would show you that there are actually plaque deposits in your mouth. Okay,
so if one wanted to maybe self-clean in between the teeth cleaning, what would you recommend?
Self-clean as in?
Like, be able to clean, what other things other than flossing and brushing the teeth in between the 6 months? Maybe are there other things that one can do to keep the teeth cleaner than usual?
Yes, you could also decide to swish and swallow after having a meal. You can actually get a glass of water, use that to swish the mouth, and then swallow. You could also decide to add a mouthwash, but you should realize that the mouthwash is an adjunct to the brushing. It's not the main thing we focus on. Most people make that mistake of using mouthwashes when they actually have to be brushing. You know, they're tired, they get to the washroom, they see their mouthwash, just pop in the mouth, they rinse their mouth, and they think they're done. But mouthwash doesn't really do much. It just gives that extra fresh breath, and it's an adjunct to the brushing. So you should be focusing more on the brushing and adding the mouthwash just for an extra fresh breath, and also to reduce the bacterial load in our mouth.
Okay, so mouthwash, teeth brushing, flossing, cleaning every 6 months.
Yes.
Is there anything else that people can do to keep their teeth tip-top?
Yes, and also reducing the sugar intake. That's very, very important, because you can't be doing all these things and still be taking a lot of sugar.
This is my message.
Because with that, you have an increased chance of getting tooth decay, and tooth decay too has other detrimental effects to a person.
Dr. Michael, what's the difference between using an electric toothbrush and a manual toothbrush?
Okay, studies have shown that there's no significant advantage of the manual or the electric toothbrush over the other. If you can do the manual toothbrush, you can go ahead to do it. But the electric toothbrush, I'll suggest that people with certain disabilities are able to grip the toothbrush properly. People with arthritis, old people with Parkinson's, stroke, they're able to grip a toothbrush properly. Their manual dexterity is a bit lowered compared to a healthy individual who can actually hold a toothbrush well to brush. So both of them do equally the same job, but once you have your motor skills, you're able to hold a brush properly, I advise you do the manual toothbrushing, unless otherwise.
And with the electric, you also have to change the brush every 6 months as well?
Yes.
It's 6 months, right?
Every 3 months.
Every 3 months?
Every 3 months.
Okay.
Or when you realize the bristles are looking outwards, you change it before the 3 months. But some people would use the bristles till it moves outwards, and they feel that that's when the toothbrush is actually at its beast mode. Right? That's the thing.
Some people have told me that they don't brush at night and they use mouthwash, or they'll brush at night and brush again. Can you explain that?
Yes, there's a concept to that, and there are actually two schools of thoughts. At night, some people brush and they sleep, and the other people who actually brush at night, they brush twice at night. They brush the first one to take off the deposits and the excess food in the mouth, and then they rinse their mouth, and they brush again the second time. But in this case, they leave, they spit as much as possible to remove the excess toothpaste, and they sleep with it. The advantage with that is that you have the fluoride in the toothpaste protecting your teeth whilst you sleep. So that's actually a different school of thought.
I'll try it and
Yes,
see.
you can.
But does the toothpaste have to have bits in it, or is just any toothpaste?
The toothpaste should contain fluoride, as I explained earlier, and when you spit as much as possible, so you don't have to swallow some of the toothpaste whilst you're sleeping.
Oh, okay. Moving from the night into the morning, you've woken up, you've brushed your teeth once or twice, depending on your school of thought, and then now breakfast is ready. Do you brush before or after breakfast?
Okay, you can decide to brush before breakfast, and you can also decide to brush after breakfast, but that's if you brush the night before. At least the mouth is cleaner. Yes, but if you don't brush before eating, you have a lot of food debris. You're going to mix this new food with all that's in your mouth. It's not too healthy.
So, with your teeth, how do you know your teeth are clean? I mean, the whiter your teeth, the cleaner they are, or?
That's actually a myth. People feel that the whiter your teeth means you have cleaner teeth, but that's false. You can have white teeth, all right, but you would have some deposits, which we refer to as plaque biofilm or tartar or calculus around your teeth, which you wouldn't see. Somebody may actually have a yellow shade of teeth, but will actually have very healthy teeth.
Okay.
You never know. Because they actually visit the dentist for routine cleaning and wouldn't have those deposits in the mouth.
So what's the best way to know that your teeth are clean? Obviously, it's not the color. So what's the best way to know?
Yes, that's by checking the gums. Because once there's any issue with your oral hygiene, the gums are actually the first reveal that they turn fiery red. That means they're a bit inflamed. There's actually disease, gum disease going on. And when you're brushing your teeth, least trauma to the bristles of the brush, the gums would cause your gums to bleed. Yes, that's actually one of the signs of gum disease, meaning they're actually plaque deposits causing that. And it can also bring about bad breath. These same plaque deposits and calculus can bring about bad breath.
Wow.
Yes.
I have to visit you soon.
Yes.
Okay. Dr. Michael, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We're really grateful for your time, and it's been good for us to get to know more about brushing, flossing and teeth cleaning. That has been me, Nanama Anna Bempong, on Health Check on GH Today. I've been speaking with Dr. Michael Ewa-Mensah at Claron Health International, and today we've been focused on teeth brushing, flossing and teeth cleaning. See you again next time.